BC High, great racing today. There was a lot of fun racing and some back and forth in some of the boats. We really appreciate you making the trip, especially after graduation yesterday. Now you can get on the bus and sleep on the way home. Very honored and thrilled to have the beginning of a new tradition, another cup race, and excited that for you to be part of this. And this is to honor a Kent grad, Michael Lehman, from the class of '89, who was a coxswain here. He then went on to cox at UPenn and was very successful there, winning at Henley. And did he win the IRAs too at that point? Yes. And then he did some coaching. And unfortunately, he developed cancer. But I've never... Sorry, I get this way. I've never seen a fighter like this guy. He is an avid, or was an avid Kent fan, so much so that he entrusted me with his son here, and he came to a camp very early on, and I remember he was so adamant that Ian here came to Kent that he brought him one spring, and I used to have the first boat at my house for dinners and everything, and Ian was this little kid. And to get him excited, he came to watch the festivities and to hear the boat talks and the like, and I think that hooked Ian. But what was really very special about Michael was his overall love for the sport of rowing. I don't think there was anybody who was more pure in the sense of his just study of the sport. He was a huge supporter of Penn rowing and of Kent. He loved rowing so much that even when he was incredibly sick his last 2 years, he would come to Clemson on our spring break, and we'd get him in a launch to help coach. And then his last year, just because he loved it, and I wanted to give him something. I'll get through this. He stayed at the house for about 4 or 5 days and coached. And then he'd drive him back, and he'd just sit by the pool and just relax, hang. But he was a giant for a small man, and we are honored to have this trophy. It's going to get engraved and everything, all spruced up this summer. But I would like Ian, if you want to say a few words, or if not, if you can, award it to the first boats.
Like everything House just said, Dad loved rowing. Dad loved Kent. He always said if he could have done anything other than work to support our family, he wanted to coach. And to be able to be coached by the same man that coached my father was one of the greatest honors I've gotten to live my life. And I can think of no better team to honor my dad than Kent. He loved this sport and this boathouse and everyone in it so much. We would, every time there would be a live stream to watch a race, he'd drag me in from wherever to talk about it. He loved coaching. There would, late nights, he kept me up with whoever he was coaching with, just dragging on about lineups of who's doing what, who's fucking what up. Sometimes that would be me if I was in one of his boats. But he loved this sport. He loved Kent, and I'm incredibly honored to have this race between Kent and BC High in honor of his name and for the first year of it being done.
Yeah, just that. It's not attached yet.
For the first year of the Michael Wade Lehman trophy being fought for, to award it to the Kent School.
That's 10. That's 10.
Good.